Hey guys, welcome tonight to Tasty Treats with Teresa. Bear with me tonight. I'm trying a new camera out, so please contact me. Let me know if it's working. If it's not working, as you can see, it's like trying to zoom in. So play along, and let me know if it's working. So tonight we're going to make. Hello, come back, camera. We are going to make a Milky Way bar cake, which I forgot the Milky Way. Hold on, camera's going to follow me anyway. I knew I was going to forget something. Alright, so we're going to make Milky Way bar cake. I got this recipe online. Very simple, easy recipe. It only has like 4 ingredients. Very easy recipe. The only issue is it is a European recipe. So some of the ingredients we don't have here in the United States. So I am improvising. So, very simple, easy. This is a recipe that they use in the schools, if I understand right, just like a snack cake that they would have it in the schools. Very easy. I made these the other day, took them to work, and everybody just absolutely fell in love. So we're going to try it again tonight for the show, and just see how they turn out. So first of all, we're going to use our silicone prep bowls. Come over here, camera. There's a set of 3 here. We're going to use the big one because it's 4 cups. And they come with these really nice hard lids. So they're really nice to store things in. And that way if you need to put them in the freezer or anything, they'll stay in the freezer. Back here, camera. And it won't spill. This part can go in the freezer, the microwave, the air fryer, whatever you need it for. The lid obviously can only go in the freezer, the dishwasher. So don't try to cook with the lid on it. So we're just going to, first we need to melt the Milky Way bars, which I left in the freezer, so they're going to be nice and hard. When I tried to make these the other day, they were too soft, and they were really hard to cut because they kept sticking to the knife. So I stuck them in the I stuck them in the freezer for about an hour just to see if they would harden up just enough that I could cut them without making a big old mess. So first of all, you got to get them open. I really wish the camera would move where I want it to. Come on, camera. Follow me in. Follow me in, camera. We'll work with this, camera. I want to use the coated, there he is, coated chef's knife. It comes with this really nice cover. So if you, like me, and I keep it in the drawer, it's not going to cut anything. If you keep it in a block, you can take this part off and throw it away if you want. But I always keep my cover with it just to be on the safe side. So, we're going to cut up our bars. I'm going to try and see if you can watch this. I don't know if it's going to let me. There we go. We're only going to do 2 at a time then. And you just want to cut these, not really uniform, just into smaller chunks so they will melt easier. I guess if you wanted, you could try Snickers. You could try any other candy bar that you wanted. The recipe actually calls for Mars bars, and they are almost impossible to find in the United States without paying something for them. So, and the Mars bars that we have here in the United States are not the same. And I asked, and they said that Milky Ways were the closest to what we were using tonight. So I'm going to put the Milky Way bars in the 4-cup size, and they're just in chunks. They're not really a uniform cut. You're just trying to make it easier to melt. Please, guys, let me know if this camera is working tonight. I can't really see. Yeah, I see 4 people are watching, so thank you very much. Just let me know if it's working or not. I'm trying out a new system. Let's see if it works, guys. So we 4 Mars bars, Milky Way bars, sorry. We put those in there. We also need 100 grams of butter. And you're looking at me like, what in the world is a gram? That is where our digital kitchen scale comes in handy. This is an item that Pamper Chef had years ago, and they just brought it back recently. And it's very easy to use. And if, like when I measured out the Rice Krispie treats, you could put your bowl on here first, hit the tear button, and it, come on, there it is. Hit this tear button and it'll cancel out the bowl so then you can weigh what you need to weigh out. Anytime you use a recipe that is, usually the European recipes, everything has to be weighed. They don't really go by cups or ounces, or they go by the weight. And it really makes a difference in your flavor, guys. Let me tell you. I have a recipe for a cake, and first thing you do is you weigh your eggs. And then whatever the eggs weigh, even with the shells and everything, whatever they weigh, that is how much the flour and how much the sugar and how much everything else that you use. It has to be the same weight as the eggs. The cake is delicious. So weigh out your ingredients. So we're going to turn this on. And it says 100 grams of butter. So I got out a stick of butter. And I've got it on ounces. And now pounds. And now grams. So that's 99. So we're going to let it go. I see Keita joined the group. Hey, Keita. I know you're watching, Grandma. So I'm going to put those in with the Milky Ways. And the butter's a little soft. It just makes it easier to melt. And then we're going to put, the recipe calls for golden syrup. Like I said, we don't have that here in the United States. We have Karo. So we're going to use Karo. The other day I didn't have Karo, so you can use agave. Either one. It's 1.5 tablespoons. So we're just using the tablespoon, the measuring cups. These are perfect for liquids. So we're just going to use them. These might actually be a different color this time because this is clear. And of course, the agave is dark. So it might be a little different color. But it's 1.5 tablespoons. And what I like about these spoons is if you only have to use one, you're only dirtying one. If you have to use all 6 of them, then you dirty all 6. But you don't have to wash all 6 if you're only dirty 1. So you get this whole set, and you're only going to dirty 2, so you only have to wash 2. So let's make sure it's all in there. Scrape that off. And get that in there. It's hard to see because it's clear. Alright, so we're going to put this in the microwave. I start off at 30 seconds and just keep going until it's melted. It really doesn't take long at all to melt it. And now the camera is supposed to follow me over here. Here we go. Hopefully the microwave will work. One time I did this, it blew up on me. So now we're going to, we need to weigh out our Rice Krispies. So get out your scales again. And you need 150 grams. That is not 4 cups, guys. It is actually more than that. And it's weighing the bowl because I forgot to change that out. But anyway, you get the idea. You can't see it, but this is actually, last time I made it, it was just over 4 cups. This time it's really over 4 cups. So it all depends on your Rice Krispies and your recipe. So get yourself a good set of scales so you can see what you're doing. So let's see how well this melted. It hasn't melted yet, but the chocolate is starting to melt. So we'll just stir it up and do it again. How do you guys like this new camera situation here? I'm not sure if I like it or not. Let me know in the comments if you like this camera following me. It's not really showing what I want it to show, but we're going to make it work, right? So we got the Rice Krispies. We're going to dump them in the kids' mixing bowl. This bowl is great for every age. And I'm sorry to say that after February, you won't be able to get just the bowl anymore. You'll have to buy the whole kit. It comes with measuring cups and a spatula and stuff. But right now, you can buy it just by itself. So we're going to put the Rice Krispies in there. And we're going to add chocolate if it's melted. If not, we'll just keep stirring. Like I said the other day when I made this, it did not take any time at all. It only took a few minutes. So it's not really a hard recipe. It is definitely not like your Rice Krispie treats. Hey Amanda, how do you like my new camera situation? Is it working? Let me know, guys, if it's working out for you. So now we just got this chocolate mess here. I'll dump it in there. It, honestly, because of the caramel that's in the Milky Way, it really looks gross. But we're going to mix it up anyway. But it will taste absolutely awesome. So what I like about this big kids bowl that you can't see because it's not working, I need to lean way over here so the camera will follow me. It's got this huge handle that you can't see. And that way anybody can hold it. And like I said, it's for kids. So if you got your little kids in the kitchen, it'll work great for them. But it's great for people with arthritis. It's great for people, for the elderly who still like to cook, because it's the hole is so big over here that, see, you can fit a bunch in there. So it's easy for them. And if you look, it is really sturdy on the bottom. So it doesn't really roll around or fall while you're trying to mix things up. So let's see if we can get this mixed up. I think this was the most time-consuming part of the whole recipe, is getting the Rice Krispies mixed in. And getting that chocolate while it's still hot, coating everything. So this is kind of the longest part, and this is the easiest. Like I said, guys, I am making Milky Way bar cake. Actually, the recipe is called Mars bar cake. And this is served in the schools over there in England. Kind of like our Rice Krispie treats are served here in the U.S. Kind of just a treat every now and then. So we'll just mix that up. And we're going to put it in our numbers and letter cake. Now when you get this cake, it looks like this. It's got all these little pieces with it. Tonight I'm not using them, but just showing you it's got all these pieces. You can do every letter, every number. You can cut it in half and only have a half a pan. You can do whatever you want here. But tonight I'm taking all that part out. And we're just going to use the cake pan. So you line the cake pan. This is very important. Line the cake pan with parchment paper. This cake pan is a little bit bigger than your normal cake. Your normal cake is what, 9 by 13? This one is like 9 3/4 by 15. So it's just a little bit bigger. But you line it and you dump your Rice Krispies in it. Get over here, camera. Come on, camera. There we go. I really need an actual camera person, Rebecca, and come over and hold the camera, because this is, some days the camera works great and sometimes it doesn't. So now we got the Rice Krispies in here. Get out your baker's roller. This is supposed to be made for pies, but I use it for everything but pies. I am terrible at making pies. But you're just going to flatten this as much as you can. Press it down. I use this for my taco rings. I use this for mostly Rice Krispie treats. But it's got two sides. It's got the wider side and it's got the smaller sides for when you do need to get, when you're doing pie crust, to get into those little corners. And whenever, this is great for pizza. If you make homemade pizza, you need to get one of these. And it just helps you get where you need to get into the corners and things. You want your pan lined because That's what you're going to, when it cools. Come here, camera. Come on, camera. That's what you're going to pick it up by. You're going to carry it out. Carry it out of the pan that way so you can cut it. So we got it pressed in there. And if you do use this for pizza or pies, it comes with this little neat tool. I forget what it's actually called. And it's got the little poker things on it so you can poke the holes and get those air bubbles out. Great for pizza because if not, you'll get that huge bubble in the middle and it'll look nasty and nobody wants to eat it. So here's your Rice Krispies. Now we get to do another chocolate. And the recipe calls for 350 grams of milk chocolate. You can use milk chocolate. You can use, it just left me, chocolate chips. Tonight I'm just going to use almond bark because I've already got it weighed out. And so this big bar is 680 grams. And actually it only takes about half of it. So again, put this on your scale and weigh it out and make sure you got what you need. This stuff is thick. You can see how thick that is. So we're going to use our knife again. Hopefully this time it'll work. Because when I tried this the other day, oh my, it was so hard to cut. But you're just trying to cut it into little pieces. Come here, camera. Can you see, camera? Come on, camera. I gotta yell at the camera. I can't really see what I'm doing. So usually I have the camera right on the food and not really on me, but this camera wants to focus on me. So we'll try this out. You guys let me know if you like this better than my usual videos. So we just cut that up in little pieces and I'm going to put it back into the silicone bowl that we had the Milky Ways in. Because it's already dirty and I know that it'll go right back in the microwave. Now, most American recipes would say right now you need to add some coconut oil, you need to add something else to it. This recipe just says add the chocolate and nothing else. So we're going to put this chocolate again in the microwave. Come on, camera. It's like yelling at the dog. And I'll put it in for a minute. And we'll stir it up. We're going to pour it into here. And once the chocolate smoothes on top, then you put it in the refrigerator for about an hour. It doesn't really have to, however long you want it to sit. You can make this and get it in the morning, let it sit all night. You can do whatever you want. Use your paper that you put in here to pull it out. It'll be nice and thick, stiff. Pull it out, put it on your cutting board, and cut it into pieces. So let me show you. This is what I have left from the other day because there's not much. But they'll look like these little bars, however size you decide to cut them. Come here, camera. You see it just basically looks like a Rice Krispie treat with chocolate on top, but it tastes divine. It does not taste like a Rice Krispie treat with chocolate on top. Zach, come home. You can try some. These are really good. Like I said, there's not much left. You can see there's only a couple pieces left, and I made a bunch of them and took them to work. So let's see if the chocolate has not melted yet. I can tell that, but it's starting to melt. What I like about the silicone bowls is it doesn't get, it gets a little warm, but it doesn't get super hot. So that makes it really nice. So you can really melt a lot of food in these and not burn yourself like you would if you had it in glass or in a plastic container. So we pour the chocolate on here and then I'll let you guys go. Very simple, easy recipe. Like I said, the longest part of this is the melting and the stirring. And there's no marshmallows in it. It's gluten-free. It's loaded with chocolate. And it's really, really good. And that's why I had to take it to work because I don't want to eat it all. I really can't afford to eat any more of it. So 30 seconds when we will pour this in here. It does get like I said, the silicone does get hot after a while. So use our mitts. These are the old ones because they're red. The new ones are gray. And these are our microwave grippers. I hold my, the camera won't work with me. Hold the silicone with this while I scrape it out with the spatula. And that way I don't burn my hand. I think it's pretty much melted. Yeah, oh yes. Perfect. So you're just adding the chocolate. You're not, like I said, I didn't add any coconut oil or anything like that to add that sheen. You're just adding chocolate. So let me use this because it is kind of on the warm side. Can you see what I'm doing here? And then just pour it over on your camera. Pour it over the Rice Krispie treats. Maybe if I move it. Yeah, it didn't really help, did it? Camera, come on. Like trying to get somebody to listen to you when they don't want to, right? Usually, I'm going to have to get a new camera person. Think I can put the dog to that job while I'm busy? Well, that's true. I don't need oil with the bark, but the recipe does not call for oil, so I didn't put any in it. So I just want to pour that on there and just spread it out nice and smooth. Cover it all and let it cool and eat up. So guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's little treat. I will share the recipe underneath. If you are part of Tasty Treats with Teresa, you've probably already seen this because I made it the other day, like I said. And I'll just share it again and let you see it again. And this will be going to work tomorrow if we have school. So I don't have to be tempted to eat it. There you go. Milky Way bar cake. This will go in the refrigerator for about an hour. Cut it up, eat it. And too bad you guys aren't here to eat it because I don't want to eat it all. And if you're in a party, camera, where are you? Look up. And the link for the party is up there. If not, contact me. I will be at the craft fair this weekend, so you guys can see me if you want. And you can order any of these items that I used tonight. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.